Today I want to write out this destroy function, but before that I want to get to something else. I want to look back at SearchKick, and I actually want to run the function for migration. So when we're migrating, we want to run this to pretty much re-index our database, our migrated database, in using the console. So let's say that we have existing database. What we want to do in our case would be rake SearchKick index or actually reindex, and our class would be org product. So we press enter and we let Elasticsearch or SearchKick reindex for us, and it'll finish when it shows our name again. So that's good. So that's how we reindex. I mean, we don't have any, for me right now, I don't have any database to migrate. But if you have an existing database that you want to index according to some column, then that's what you would do. Okay, so I wanted to get that out of the way. And there's one more thing I wanted to discuss first, and that's the idea of the IP address. Now, I want to go to our development.rb, and I want to explain to you that right now, our IP address in development is pretty much non-existent. I mean, we're on localhost. So when you do something like request RB, so let's do raise request.remote IP and find our IP address. So that's pretty much what our IP address would be, and that is not good, and we can't use that. So how we're going to circumvent that is we're going to write a class within our development.rb. So what I want you to do is I want you to come over here and do class action dispatch request, and I wanted to put an end to that class. And inside this class, I want you to define IP. And it's going to, you can define it to be whatever you want actually. But I'm going to define it to 24, 84, 255, 133, 123. Put an end there. And what this will do is when we need a default IP address, this is what it'll grab. So that's what it's there for. It's in my notes, and you don't have to follow it per se, because when we're coding our catalog controller, we might probably, well, we won't be using this. So I just wanted to put this out there just so you know that it exists. You could, for all I care, not have it in your development.rb class at all, but in my notes I have it, so I just want to inform you about it. That's all I wanted to talk about so far. Now let's get into the meat of what we want to do today, and that is to really write out this destroy class. So what I want you to do here is I want you to do a org product dot find params ID, because when we're destroying an object, what is pretty much always passed through is the ID, and we'll just find the ID and we'll do dot destroy to destroy it, and then we'll just throw back a success message saying that the listing is deleted. Now, and then we will do a redirect to org product path to bring them back to the index. Now, what I want to say here is that this is really not the best way to code it. I mean, it works when you click delete product, it will delete the product, but sometimes things don't always go as planned. I mean, there could be a failure. So what you could do is you could put it inside a try catch. And if I can just get this highlighting to work. Try catch isn't really what it's called in Ruby, but it's called begin, rescue, and end. So you want to have some exception handling. So what you can do is maybe you could put this in here, and if it succeeds, then you could say that the listing is deleted. Otherwise, you could write out some code here that handles it. So handles exception. But you know, I just want to inform you that this is probably the best way to do it. You want to try something, and if you get an exception, then you want to handle that failure. But right now, since we're not making an app that we're going to launch to the public, or this app could potentially be launched to the public, we'll just keep it simple and not do exception handling right now. So there you have it. There's the destroy button, and let's flip over to our our app, and did I remove that? We want to remove this request IP because we don't want to see that anymore. Let's refresh this so we can get to some of our products. And let's go to hot dogs and let's try to delete the product. So we click delete product, and again the JavaScript comes up, and where this JavaScript comes up is because you have our org's products.js. So you can just inspect the element of that delete button and match it to what you see in your JavaScript. I'm not going to go through that, so you can do that for your homework. And you click OK, and you click OK again if it comes up twice. And again, right now we get an error because we're missing a template or products show. So let's go look in our code and see what's up. Happening is that this isn't the correct path because we're missing an S, so let's add the S in because we want to use, according to our sidebar, org products path to the index. So a little typo makes a lot of differences, so you want to catch those. So let's just refresh again, and it's already missing because we have already deleted that project already, probably. So let's check our SQL Pro, go check our products. Yeah, so number 9 ID has been deleted. So we'll just use another one. So let's go to hot dogs, and this is 8. So let's just try to delete this. And there you have it. So it says the listing is deleted, and ID number 8, the item which was here, if we refresh that, it's gone now. So that's destroy in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something. It's a really short function. It's really easy. Remember that you should do a begin and rescue or a try catch to handle the exceptions if there's anything that happens. So other than that, please rate, comment, subscribe. Leave your questions and comments in the comment box below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Other than that, I'll see you again in the next video, and take care.